so I'm Sarah, the owner of Sarah's Cake Company, and today I'm showing you how to make ganache. Here I've got some white chocolate and I'm actually going to melt this now. So this is 600 grams of white chocolate. I use the Callebaut brand, or you can use any other chocolate you like, depending on the cocoa solids. So the one I've actually got is 23 milk solids, and yeah, so we're going to melt this now. Okay, so it's been in the microwave for 30 seconds and it's not quite melted yet, but still give it a stir just so that none of it sticks to the bottom. And then you want to put it back in for another 30 seconds. Okay, so my chocolate is now fully melted. You just want to make sure there's no lumps and it is really smooth. And I like to just give it quite a few stirs just to bring the temperature down again. So I'm just doing that now. And then I have got my 300 mils of cream. I use double cream, and just going to pour that straight in and then microwave again for 20 seconds. Some people like to warm the cream up first, however, I find it works better this way. So I'm going to do that now. And you also don't want to mix the cream because it is cold, so you just want to get that straight back in the microwave for 20 seconds and then we'll show you the next bit. Okay, so my ganache is now nice and warm, so I'm just going to stir this through with my spatula, and the cream will be a similar temperature, which will mix perfectly. Just gently mix it all together. This is the easiest ganache recipe, so you will find it super simple and you'll be left with a perfectly smooth ganache. And you can see from here it is literally so silky. Now with ganache, I don't use this straight away. I like to set it for at least an hour. Otherwise I will make it the day before and leave it to set overnight. This way, if I need to bring it to the right consistency, I can do that by melting it for 10 seconds in the microwave again. Otherwise, within about an hour or two, it will be the perfect consistency. Okay, so I've got my cling film and I'm just going to tightly wrap that around the top of the bowl. And I'm going to now put this in the fridge for an hour because I would like to use it today. Otherwise, I would leave it at room temperature just to firm up until later. Okay, so from the first part of the video, I showed you how to make your ganache, and now I'm going to show you that once it's set, how you can bring it back to room temperature and how you can use it again. So this is set really firm. You can see it has been setting nicely, which is how you want it on your cake, so that is really good. But when you come to decorating, you need it softer. So what I'm going to do is microwave it in 10 to 20 second bursts, stirring it through, and then I'm going to show you how to make sure that you get it to the perfect consistency, ready to use on your cake. So I'm just going to go in with 20 seconds to start with, and I will show you what it looks like after 20 seconds. Okay, so my ganache has been in the microwave for 2 20-second bursts, and this is it from being pretty solid to now quite runny. So you want to just mix it with your spatula, and it can be quite lumpy from where it doesn't obviously melt evenly. So I'm just going to keep mixing until I think if it's okay, and then I might just pop it in for another 10 seconds just to get rid of those extra lumps. Okay, so this is now really runny. And I probably actually wouldn't use it on a cake this runny. You want it to also just be a bit more firmer. So I'm just going to show you how to get out the last of those lumps. And you will find this will set again quite quickly, especially if your cake has been chilling in the fridge. But first I want to show you that if your mixture has split, you don't need to throw it away. You can literally use your whisk and it will bring it straight back. So don't throw away your split ganache, just get your whisk and mix it. You can add a bit of milk. I find you don't always need to, but I'm just going to whisk this up to get out any of the lumps and show you how nicely it comes back to such a silky ganache. So there you can see there is no lumps. You can also add whitener to your ganache if you're using it as your final decorating layer, or if you just want it to be a bit of a whiter in colour. I find when you do give it a bit of a whip, it does actually get lighter. And then if you grab your spatula, you'll see this is a real nice and silky ganache, which is perfect for using on your cakes. And if you want to firm it up a little bit more, I would just leave that now to set at room temperature. I wouldn't refrigerate it. If I was going to use it in the next sort of 10 minutes, that will sort of firm up when it's cooled down. It's only from where it's been melted. And I will show you again how you can just whip it up a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to give my ganache a final whip just before you would be ready to use it for your cakes. So grab your whisk, give it a nice whip, and this just gets out any of those lumps, even though it was silky smooth. And I'm just going to show you that you can add a little bit of whitener. I use the colour mill, and you just use a tiny amount. And if you look at the colour now, it's quite yellowy, which white chocolate always is. And then as soon as I start whisking, you will notice it goes a much lighter colour. And then there you have your nice silky smooth ganache. And there you have it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you find my video useful and can now start using ganache on all your cakes.